Hello, this is Marbozir and welcome back to Let's Play Galactic Civilizations 3. So, let's continue where we left off and put the serious hat on for a moment. We're going to redo some ship designs in this part and create new custom designs. However, before I do that, I need at least one new technology, possibly two new technologies. Our environmental engineering research is almost done, and I should be able to buy one tech from one of the AIs. In fact, let's have a chat with the Altarian Resistance. I still got decent relations with them, but that's not going to last very long. Yeah, in fact, they are already down to coal. But let's have a chat with them because I know they have ion drive, and I kind of want that. I could sell them one of my technologies. Plus 10% growth. She wants 258 credits. Yeah, that's fine, I can accept that. Okay, let's have a chat with someone else. What about the Iridium Corporation? Let's see, what do they have? Yeah, none of the technologies that I want. So I'll pass on that. What about the Iconian Refuge? Nope, they don't have the tech that I want. Alright, we'll have to research one more technology before I create custom designs. So, let's move. I need some basic defenses on my new planet all the way down here. I also need a constructor here because I want that Elerium. I also want the antimatter. That's one of the designs that we are going to create, a new custom constructor. There's the research. So, the technology that I want is interstellar survey for the new sensor array. That will take 6 turns, and we can start one design at least right now. So, as you might or might not know, you can stack the same module multiple times on one ship, which is fully intended and has a few interesting consequences. First of all, we are going to create a new constructor. Our current constructor is... where is it? This one, that's our current constructor. I'm probably going to scrap this one. Right, so anyway. First, we're going to use a cargo hull. Doesn't really matter which, it's just purely visual. And now, I want a constructor that's fairly cheap, but also as fast as possible, which means I'm going to stack a few ion drives. That's pretty much the reason why I bought the ion drive. I could have researched it myself, but didn't want to wait for that. We need the constructor module, most importantly, which is this one. It's quite heavy, but I think we can get one more ion drive. Yep, that's 87 out of 90, that's fine. And we are going to have 13 moves. That's the one purpose of the constructor, to get to his destination as fast as possible. We don't need anything else. Just the construction module and the ion drives. So that's going to be our new constructor. Let's just call it Fast Constructor, so I know exactly what it is. There. I can do the same with my colony ship, but there's no need to do that anymore. And I'll probably get rid of this other design. It's not really needed for anything. Not only that, our new design is actually cheaper. The downside is that the default design uses environmental support, which extends its range. I might create a second constructor design with environmental support and call it long range constructor or something like that. But for now we got our fast constructor, so we're going to use that design to improve some of our existing starbases and to start a few new starbases in range. The ones that don't actually require extended range. Let's go into our shipyard. I'll finish this ship and queue up a constructor or two. There we go. Also, once I get some more ideology points, I could pick up... where was it? There was a very useful bonus somewhere in here. Oh yeah, that's actually in pragmatic. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Minus 50% shipyard decay. I kind of want that. That's going to be very useful. That will increase production on my shipyard significantly. So we'll see. Plus 58 treasury, nice. Now I'm just waiting for interstellar survey. You might have already guessed why I need that. This will unlock a new sensor type. So we are going to design a sensor ship, which will do exactly what you think will do. It will have a huge sensor range, and we'll use it for quote-unquote scouting. Can't really call it scouting because it's basically going to sit either on a planet or on a starbase. And this kind of effect is fully intended. The developers did confirm that this is not an oversight or anything like that. Module stacking is intentional. It's a bit of a strange effect, especially with sensor ships. But it works and it's intended, so I'm going to use it. Anyway, production queue. What do we need here? Approval is fine. Soul engineering. What was this tile again? +1 to research on adjacent tiles. Yeah, we could use a research lab over here. Okay, sure. And this was the entertainment center. We also get +1 influence on adjacent tiles, so I could build the temple. That's +20% influence growth, that's quite nice. We can build it here. Maybe even before the laboratory. Yep, influence is quite important. That's one of the victory types. What do you want? They want a technology. I'm not too excited about that, but I want to stay friendly with some of these races at least. The Altarian resistance, the light blue guys, are going to dislike me, let's just say, because we have opposing ideologies. Let's stay friendly with these guys at least. I want to stay friendly with the Iconian Refuge and with whatever they were called. The Iridium Corporation, these guys. Especially since I have a planet right here. So, research is done. That's interstellar survey. And next up, what can we get next? Ion optimization, yeah, sure. +10% moves, -10% drive system cost, -20% drive mass. Yeah, this would be quite useful for our constructor design. I think I'll go for this one, yep. Let's go for that one. Alright, so now we are going to create... No, I don't want to use design. New design. We are going to create a mega sensor, basically. So it doesn't really matter which design we're going to pick. This one is fine. And we are going to stack as many sensors as possible on this ship. So, sensor array. We can make it bigger because why not? I'm not really going to place them manually. It's faster to just double click, which unfortunately doesn't use the scale. So, how many sensors can we fit here? A lot. Actually, that does use the scale, okay. That looks fun. So, what's our sensor range? 38 sensor range. It's actually kind of insane. And this is going to be... This ship doesn't need anything else, just the sensors. The mega sensor. That's pretty much what it is. AKA the scout. That's the laziest scouting ever. It will take 25 turns to actually build this monstrosity, but it's going to be amazing. I'll build one constructor and then switch to the mega sensor, I think. So, how much would I have to pay to actually buy it? Probably quite a lot. 5,000. Alright, we'll just build it like this. It will take a while, but it will reveal like half of this map. 38 range. That's actually insane range. I could make a cheaper version of it, and that might be a good idea. Yeah, I can make a fast version with like half the range. So let's create a new design. We'll pick the same hull, whichever it was, this one I think. Doesn't really matter, I suppose. Okay, so equip. Ion drive, 10 moves. I think 10 moves is enough, really. So, sensor array, 34 cost. Yeah, the sensor array is pretty expensive. I could go for a cheaper version. 34 cost. This one has 3 range instead of 4. But much lower cost. Only 9. Okay, let's redo this design. Maybe I don't want to use the improved sensor just yet. New design again. Okay, we are going to use the smaller sensor instead. That should make it much cheaper in terms of production. I wasn't aware the sensor array is that much more expensive. So, we'll use this. As many as possible, the more the better. There. What's our sensor range? 32. And the manufacturing cost is 132. Yeah, that's much less than before. And this is going to be the mega sensor. Done. How many turns will it take? Should be much faster. Around 15 turns maybe? 10 turns. Alright, perfect. We'll build that. Remove this one. We'll build that after the fast constructor. Because I want the antimatter. Right here, before someone else grabs it. Okay, so I also need a mining ring on this starbase because I got that Durantium in range and I got the Tholium in range. But this is a xenoarchaeology starbase. I need a mining ring. Also, there are still some pirates in this area. Might want to get rid of them. I'm just not quite strong enough to get rid of the pirate shipyard. I'll need a few more ships to make that happen. Anyway, first we need our sensor. I might get 2 sensors and move one of them to this planet. Or over here. Yeah, I could park it on top of this station. This starbase, I mean. That would be quite nice. I'll probably get more than one. So that's our fleet. I don't think this is enough to beat the pirates. Yeah, I'll probably need at least one more combat ship. Even not counting this one. Plus 50% growth. Nice. Okay, that's what I like to see. All the races get it, but that's okay. So next, I queued up some entertainment centers on my planets because the approval was kind of low. So we are building one right here. Because this tile has +1 to approval, I should also build a Xeno farm on top of this tile. There, that works. Only 40 approval on that planet, not amazing. Merge these guys. That's our fleet. That's a total of 50 attack value. That might be enough to get rid of that pirate shipyard, but I don't want to lose these ships. I think I'll just wait for one more. It's fine. And I actually need quite a few constructors. Wait, what? Open borders? For a technology? No, that's not a good deal. Not even remotely close. Do they have any interesting technologies? Medium hull. Oh, nice. I wouldn't mind unlocking the medium hull. What will they accept for it? Plus 10% growth? A lot more than that? Wow, okay. Can we give them a more expensive technology? What about the sensor tech? Okay, they would accept 363 credits. That's fine. This will unlock the medium hull, so that's quite useful. Now we can get better ships. How's our research? I'll wait for that research. Because that will help our ship design. So, there's the fast constructor. I think I want that antimatter first, because that's pretty important. What's his range? Yeah, it's fine. I can start the starbase right here. Will that be in range? 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah. Okay, good. Off you go then. That will only take 3 turns. I might want to be careful, because there are pirates nearby. Yep, need to watch out for them. But my fleet is right here. So let's just wait for that research. There's the pirate shipyard. It has pretty decent defenses. I don't know if this is going to be enough. It looks like it will be enough, but that's not necessarily the case. I think I'm going to wait for at least one more ship. Just to make sure I won't lose. There's our research. So what now? Xenoarchaeology? Maybe. What else? Sensor optimization. Plus 10% sensor range. Yeah, that's quite useful. Let's maybe grab that, but there are quite a few other technologies that I should get, like xenobiology. This is actually a pretty important tech for the growth. I should have researched that much earlier. But better late than never, right? So that's going to be a mining starbase. Add the mining ring. There we go, done. Next. That's our first antimatter mine. Let's get rid of these pirates right here. I'll just use quick battle. Easy win. And now we'll wait for one more ship. So, designer. Let's use that medium hull. New design, obviously. Doesn't really matter which one we're going to use. This one looks funny. Let's use this one. Okay. What do we have? I'm not going to use any prototype weapons on this one. This is supposed to be our generic medium fighter. So, only going to use weapons that I already have access to without any resources. I don't really have access to a lot of weapons. Might be a good idea to actually research a better weapon first. After xenobiology, I could go for missile optimization and then harpoon missiles. Yeah, maybe. I think I'll wait for that before I start using the medium hull. Oh yeah, now I can actually propose something, because I'm the chairman. So, the United Planets proposes to organize a year-long celebration in an attempt to make the citizens of the galaxy realize how good they have it. 10% approval bonus to all members, okay? The United Planets proposes that all interstellar wars be brought to an immediate end. There aren't any wars right now, so this is not useful. One member race is chosen to host the United Planets headquarters for the duration. 50% bonus to influence, that's huge. But there's no guarantee that I'm going to get it. I might not. And last, we got the race with the largest treasury gives 25% of their credits to the remaining members. Interesting. I kind of like this one, but I also like the approval bonus. I think I'll go for the approval bonus, although this is quite tempting. It will be bad for me once I get to the point where I'm the richest. Let's go for the approval, that's a safe proposal. So I'm going to vote yes. No? Really? They voted no? Come on, guys. How is that reasonable? Okay, whatever floats their boat, I suppose. We won't get extra approval. Not that I really need it right now, but I'll probably need it in the future. Beam weapons? I didn't necessarily want the beam weapons, but alright, let's finish beam weapons. Oh yeah, there is a starbase here, that's Iridium Corporation. They managed to start a starbase all the way over here. These are the guys. That's pretty annoying. But if I go to war, I'll go to war with the Altarian Resistance, these light blue guys. Because we have opposing ideologies. And I don't have opposing ideologies with the Iridium Corporation or the Iconian Refuge. We have the same ideology. Can we trade something? Let's have a chat. Can we buy some useful technology? Plus 10% total production. Well, that's useful. Plus 2 ship range. I think I like plus 10% total production. We can give them this tech and some money. Alright, that's a fair deal. Let's check out Iridium Corporation. What do they have here? Something useful. Xenobiology. That's what I'm researching. Adaptive farm. Soil enhancement. Plus 1 food. I kind of like that one. I also like this one. Will they sell it? And that's a tech that I can't get myself anymore because I went for another option in specialization. What can we sell? Plus 10% growth? Almost good enough. 69 credits. Yeah, this is a good deal. I'm okay with that. How's our income? 22 per 10. Yeah, that's pretty decent. I have quite a few markets on one of my wars. So, beam weapons, come on. More. I have quite a lot of durantium. Oh, there's our mega sensor. So as you can see, the range on that thing is just insane. If I move it to this starbase over here, I'll reveal like half of this map. It's pretty crazy. Okay, let's move it to the starbase then. Or maybe to this one. Or maybe to this planet. That's actually a little bit better. It will be safer on a planet, especially once we go to war. I still need to colonize this one, but atmospheric cleansing is a pretty late technology. I'm not even remotely close to being able to research that. If I check the expansion tech tree, atmospheric cleansing is all the way over here. So I'm nowhere close to being able to research that. Back to warfare. Let's see. So I could go for better missiles, or I could go for better beams. I don't even... well... I don't really know which designs the other races are using just yet. So it doesn't really matter all that much. Missiles will be faster. Let's not decide just yet. Let's start a new design for a moment. So we'll use one of the medium hulls. And check out the weapons. So... I do have more durantium than antimatter or elerium. So maybe it makes sense to go for kinetic weapons. Possibly, but I would have to delay my research even more. Particle beam, pre-attack value. Well, I should use this. Can we use maximum scale? That seems reasonable. That's totally a reasonable weapon, right? Now it's smaller. I want some basic defenses on this ship though. That's a medium hull. Cancel that for a moment. Back to research. So what are we going to grab? If I go for kinetic weapons, that will delay my research more. It's only 6 turns to get kinetic weapons, I suppose. Defensive specialization. Minus 10% armor mass. Well, that's useful for our ship design if I'm going to use some armor. Also, I wanted one more ship. So instead of that constructor, I'll just use one of the default designs. 14 turns is a little bit too much. This guy. Yep, we'll just get this guy. That's 8 turns. Or actually, I have quite a lot of missile attack in that fleet already. Let's get one of these maybe. 9 turns. 9 beam attack. Okay, we can get that one. And once I get that ship, then I'll attack the pirate shipyard. I might be able to win already, but it's not that obvious. They have pretty decent defenses. And they have a lot of hit points. 150 hit points on the shipyard. Shipyards can be quite tough to destroy. Even when you think you're going to win, you can lose the entire fleet quite easily. Because while you will be doing decent damage, I have pretty weak defenses here. In any case, I'll wait for one more ship. There's armor specialization. Now, I still want xenobiology. Let's just use the military text that we have already to create our new designs. So first of all, I can use all the resources that I have. So we have one antimatter. We could use that. Let's go to weapons. For the prototype elerium beam. That uses 1 elerium? No, I don't have elerium. This, prototype antimatter missile. We could use that. This is going to be our special ship that will use the special resources. This looks totally reasonable. And we can also use the prototype durantium driver. I could even use 2 or maybe even 3 of these things. I have more durantium than antimatter. So this looks like a totally, completely 100% reasonable design. These missiles look a little bit awkward there. Can we move them? The placement is purely cosmetic, by the way. It doesn't really matter where exactly they are placed. But let's move them a bit. So, maximum scale again. Yeah, that looks better. Still a little bit awkward. Maybe I should move the Durantium driver instead. Let's move that. So, full scale again. On the side. Yep, that looks totally reasonable. Really? Only one? I thought I'll get two on the sides, like with that previous one. Okay, fine. There. Looks good to me. Now, that's 59 out of 75. Would be nice to get some extra moves on this thing. So, one ion drive at least, that would be nice. Full scale again, because reasons. And we'll attach it like this. That looks hilarious. Okay, that's 70 out of 75. I don't think I can get much else. I could get rid of the drive and get some defenses instead. But he's only going to have 4 moves. That's so bad. I don't know, I don't like only having 4 moves. I think I want that ion drive. I could use Hyperdrive plus drive. That's 9.6 mass. Yeah, the difference in mass isn't really that big, so whatever. We'll use this drive. There. So, can we use anything for just 5 mass? Probably not. Yeah. 9. Yeah, I don't think I can actually use anything for that. Probably not. What about support? Oh, I can use Durantium hull reinforcement, but this requires Durantium. Still, this ship will already use 2 Durantium. I suppose I could use this. I can only build one of these things, so it kind of makes sense. Okay, whatever. That's our ship. Looks like a totally reasonable design. Alright, so I'm going to use a name inspired by my live stream, which happened the other day, and this is going to be Small Bertha. That's our ship. That's going to be an assault ship. So, assault battle roll. Done. Let's build one. 159 manufacturing cost. Not that much. Shouldn't take longer than maybe 13 turns, only 10 turns. So build it after this ship. Yep. Okay, idle colony. 100% approval, so that won't be a problem. What can we get here? Oh yeah, soil engineering, right. This one, and maybe a Xeno farm somewhere. Xeno farm up here. And then colonial hospital here. Okay, done. Yeah, whatever you say. The Altarian resistance is actually pretty strong, from what I can see. We can check some graphs. So this is faction power. Let's check military power. There, that's military power. Okay, we are technically the strongest from the looks of it, which is kind of surprising. They have the highest population. Our population is kind of bad. Total production, they also have the highest total production. Research. Wow, they are way ahead of everyone else. Okay. Interesting. How did they get that far ahead? Good to know. Well, they are definitely going to be our #1 enemy. And they have opposing ideology. I need to focus on my research a bit more to not fall behind too much. Okay. I might be able to get the other races to fight them. Because you can bribe other races to declare war on someone. That's my intention in the long run. Not just yet, but I'll definitely do it at some point. So where's that censorship? Is it already on the planet? Let's see, check our ship list. There it is. Yep, let's move it a little bit more. I could just start a starbase somewhere around here. Influence starbase, for example. That would be useful. That's actually not a bad idea. But I'll need a constructor first. I'm not at war with anyone right now, but there are some pirates over there. I should just keep it on the planet. Okay, we'll keep it on the planet. It revealed a lot. I could use one more on this planet. That would reveal a lot. That's definitely a good idea, but it will have to wait for now. So, colony. What do we need here? Xenofarm would be useful. What's this? +3 tourism, +1 research. Nope. What about soil engineering? I could claim this one, that would be quite useful. +1 approval, +1 influence, +1 approval, +1 research. Maybe not as useful as I thought. I could get another factory right here or here. Doesn't really make a big difference. Okay, let's get another factory to improve our production. So, how's that research? One more turn to finish xenobiology. How's our population on our planets? 5 out of 5. Yeah, I need to increase my population cap. There's xenobiology. This gives us xenomedical center, which isn't amazingly useful right now. But it does have +2 level to population bonus to adjacent improvements. And it's a pretty important early tech. I should have researched that much earlier. So, population enhancement. What's this? +1 improvement level. Oh yeah, this one is quite useful. I can get +1 improvement level to research, manufacturing, or economic. That's the research adjacency effect. And this also leads to extreme colonization as well as terraforming. What are the other options? What about engineering? +10% military manufacturing. Yeah, this would increase the production of my shipyard. +5 logistics, +10% hull capacity. I think I prefer military manufacturing. Yeah, let's grab that one. So, I need some ideology points. Hopefully we'll get some sooner or later. There's our new ship, and now we are kind of ready to attack that pirate shipyard. So that's what we're going to do. Just need to move over with my fleet. This should be enough to get rid of the pirate shipyard. I'm not 100% sure that it's enough. It's not quite obvious. Yes, my attack strength is much higher, but that shipyard has quite a lot of hit points. I also have a lot of hit points, but it's not so obvious that we'll beat it. That's just a pirate ship. We'll just beat it on the way. Idle colony. Well, this is going to be a basic factory, or maybe a solar power plant. That's +2 levels. This will be more useful, I think, because I'll get bonuses. Yeah, I think this will be more useful right now, because that will boost both of the adjacent factories. Alright, let's go for that one. So, kill this guy real quick. We'll win this, obviously. And get rid of that stupid shipyard. Done. And now we can go for the shipyard. Research is almost done as well. Done. Let's check research again. Yeah, I need to catch up. Manufacturing. Yeah, they are #1 in pretty much everything. Well, everything that matters down here. So, total production, manufacturing, research, population. But my military power seems to be higher, which is good. Might be a good idea to just declare war on them soon. So let's actually view this battle. I'll speed it up a little bit. I'll probably lose these tiny ships because they are extremely squishy. But my other ships should be fine. Ish. Yeah, the defenses are actually very important. Yeah, I lost the dogma as well. So I lost 2 ships. It's almost down. I almost lost the 3rd one. So yeah, I actually needed the extra firepower here. It's gone. Done. Pirates won't bother us anymore. At least not in this area. Nice one. So, I think this part has been long enough already, so I'm going to finish it here and continue in next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.